I will try my best to get you situated nice and quickly. It also means that I have not had time to set up all of my things, so I shall try and do that very quickly. First of all, how are you? I hope that you're okay. I hope that you've been doing well. I hope that you've been sleeping as much as you can, because honestly, I have been sleeping like an absolute baby. It's a nice feeling, being able to get rest whenever you need to. And it is nice being able to sleep at any time that you desire. That, I think, is the absolute wicket. Now, are you able to hear me properly? Nope. Okay, so what's going on? Hello? Testing, 1, 2, 3. 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 Okay, so my microphone is not working. Why is this not working? I don't know. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Alright. This is why all of these things occur when they occur. Before the camera. Alright. Now, microphone, mind you, probably going to make a few choice noises while I resituate it in the middle of my chest on top of this creeper. Because fingers crossed, that will be able to capture my voice nicely. There we go! Hello everybody. I'm going to have to cut out the first couple of minutes, 2 minutes 36, while I waffled around and did my thing. Goodness gracious. How have you been? How's it going? Getting ready to do the 22 card spread called the Cosmic Clock. I created it so that anybody who wants to connect with tarot has their own sort of pathway to follow. It sort of incorporates all different walks. But yeah, this candle, I've designated it to be for Kundalini healing and awakening energy, so that's what that one's for. Ancestors, I thank you for being present here and now. I call you in to supervise this act of divination, prevent anybody who should not be here from being here, and allow us all to have a good time together. Fun. Okay. Put on some jingle jangles. Okay. Oh no, that's the other way around. Oh, holy dooly. Alright, so Tiger's Eye, Obsidian on the left, only receiving messages for the highest good of the entire collective. Tiger's Eye, Amethyst, and Rose Quartz on the right. So, look out. Look out. Here we go. That feels very nice. Oh, I wish I knew how to make lighters, matchsticks. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Yahweh, please be present here and now, protect this space, and allow us all to enjoy ourselves as we dip into this act of divination. G'day, V. G'day, he's her. How are ya? I should write in chat that I will try and acknowledge you guys as often as I can while I'm doing the 22 card spread, and then for sure, once I get to the very end, let's do some readings. It should take about 90 minutes, and so if you don't have that time just now, just know that I'll be online for about 90 minutes doing the reading, and then I will hang around afterwards for about 30 to 120 minutes, depending on if anybody has questions. So, yeah. Before I begin to shuffle and pull cards, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Metatron, please be present here and now as I've consecrated this space for the divine to dwell in. I call you in if you are free and willing to protect this space so that we can enjoy it ourselves, and all that we need is for anything to be held away for while we're online, right? And then they can come and attack the video as much as they want afterwards. Motorcycle for confirmation. Oh my goodness. I have had a wonderful couple of weeks, actually. I have completed all of my my personal stuff, and so yeah, for me, I'm able to just do what I'd like to do, which is this. I love doing this. I love reading collective energy. I like trying to interpret it, and I like hearing back from you guys what you guys thought, especially if something happens for you. And I always say not everything will happen exactly the way that it is said. It's an energy thing. It's fluid. So I may say a feminine but a masculine may trigger the occurrence for you, you know? Or you may, and you may be one or the other, or neither. Non-binary. Thank you to everybody that makes up the collective. Here we go. All right. To make sure this space is nice, healing, regenerative for everybody, I'm going to do the Daikomyo rune, which is just a healing rune from Reiki, which invites universal energy to be present here in the form of healing. I'll strengthen it with Chakra Ray, which focuses, and then I will balance out with Seiheki. So we'll keep that there. Here we go. For the highest good of all, give us a sacred symbol. What's the symbol for today? What is the symbol for today? What am I seeing? What am I feeling? I feel like Christmas is on the way, so Christmas trees feel like they're relevant. Here's a card. Here's two cards. We got two cards. We got Soulmate and Talisman. Holy dooly. Soulmate and Talisman. And seriously, when I look over, I saw little Charmander here, and I don't know, Twin Flame, I don't know. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I prefer just taking one card, so yeah. G'day Kimmy, how's it going? Say hello to everybody and enjoy chat. We're about to read 22 tarot cards. Once I pull one card from this oracle deck, and then I will get going. So I will put timestamps in after the fact today, because I had a weird start. Veiled. So perhaps the message coming through today is something that you may not be aware of, or it may be something that is trying to come through with spirit. And so as we approach the most liminal time of the year, where the veil is the thinnest, double check that you have all of your all of your affairs in order. I guess that's a great general message to start on, but I feel like that also is a little bit... It's a little bit vague. So, I'm going to get another card from the Sacred... Nope. The Starseed Oracle. Just because last time I used this Starseed Oracle, I loved it. Like, legit loved it. So, what's happening with Veiled? What is happening with Veiled? 3 cards. I'm sorry. An apology maybe coming through that's veiled? An apology you're not expecting? Deep cellular healing. Maybe some prayers that you've been putting energy and hope towards are coming forward for you. And then Star Family. You're part of a team of souls. Call in support. So, hidden support? Is that what we're sensing there? Shrouded support? Shrouded healing? Healing done in the background? Apologies being made? I don't know what the energy is with those 3 cards. How do you feel about those 3? I'm sorry. And it looks a little bit painful. It's 2 people sort of crying over something that looks like it's releasing towards the universe, and then the second card, and that's I'm sorry, and then deep cellular healing. This looks like the path to heaven behind, and then this beautiful angel sitting in front with the wings closed, again giving that impression of hidden. Also before with the I'm sorry, the hidden energy, like the mycelial network beneath these people, as if these people were even mushrooms, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it is noise. How noisy is it? Tell me. Is it interfering? Do you think? And then the last card that I drawed from the Starseed Oracle was the Star Family. So whoever this message is for today, you are part of a team of souls. Call in support. That was really beautiful. And then obviously the one that I'll read from the book is the bottom of the deck. So, bottom of the deck, when those cards popped out, was Weight of the World. Goodness. Okay. Everybody say love. Thank you, RuPaul. Whew. Everybody say love, love. Weight of the world. Beautiful. Love, love, love. Beautiful. Thank you, V. Thanks, everybody. Here we go. So, weight of the world. Boundaries, let go. It is not yours to carry. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's, to stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders, to put on your own oxygen mask first. In these changing times, it's hard not to feel overwhelmed by the state of the planet. However, you can't take on its problems from a place of energetic depletion. This card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others, and that's incredible. But the way you've been doing so is likely unsustainable. This isn't to say you should switch off to the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So instead of digesting the news or reaching for your phone as soon as you wake up, first, show up first. To a nourishing practice, such as meditation, such good advice, soul inquiry, deep breathing, or exercising in nature. Once you're in a state of grace and your inner well is full, you can face the day, the state of the world, and care for others. And at the day's end, take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that is not yours to carry. You can pick it up again the next morning, if you so choose, but give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and rest. Star Soul Inquiry. What are you carrying that isn't even yours? Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And because the first card came out veiled, this may even be a moment for you to pause and reflect. Wait, where am I energetically being leached? Where am I energetically being sapped by the experience? What is it that I'm looking to create within my full experience? And what does my experience look like when I add myself to it? Yep, Kimmy, I said it before when you walked in. I'm just about to start a 22 card reading, and then if you're still here or you want to come back after about 90 minutes, and I've finished the 22nd card, I'll give you a reading. But fingers crossed, and the way that I like to work it is the 22 cards that I read in this format. So you're obviously new here. Hi, how are you? I've been doing this for a minute. Sorry, I forget that YouTube can throw new people into your algorithm. My general process is I have a pinned comment that says just rewind back to the start of the video and enjoy from there. If it doesn't resonate, it's okay. I'll be back another day. And yeah, if it is resonating with you, tack on till the end, and then we'll get a reading done for you. And yeah, that's it. Everybody becomes part of it or not, and that's okay. I'm not for everybody. I don't try to be. I think if I tried to be, I would exhaust myself and I wouldn't be able to follow even the advice of that card. And really, I'd like to show up exactly how I like to show up. I like to be who I am, and I like to have fun with the experience. I've taken so much of my life so seriously before, and now I want to have fun. I feel like I grew up listening to Madonna, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. Oh, girls just want to have fun. Oh, girls just want to have. That's all they really want. Well, do you know what? Boys too. We all want love. So let's adjust something. Does he love me? I want to know. I want to know if you'll be my beau. Oh, is it in his heart? Oh, no, it ain't the case. Is it in his heart? Oh, no, if you want to know if he loves you so, it's in his kiss. That's where it is. That's the love reading. If anybody came to this space for a love reading, go and kiss the person that you're infatuated with. Only if they like you back. Consent is everything. But it's in the kiss. Like, you know, in Peter Pan, when Peter Pan gives Wendy the kiss, you've got to wait for them to give you a thimble. It's got to be magical. It's got to be special. It's got to be something that excites you. It drives you to wake up that little bit earlier, to get moving that little bit faster for that thing that's pulling you towards it, right? Whatever it is, I don't know what's happening right here and now, but the 9 cards have come out and we've got the very first on the wheel. Okie dokie. What's happening in the middle though? It's like... It's Ace of Pentacles energy today. But then with these other cards, it's like, what is happening with this Ace of Pentacles? This Ace of Pentacles really is giving me like something is coming about in your material world, maybe in alignment with the 2 oracle cards. Something that may have been hidden from you before is coming towards you. You're in a different era. You're in a different arena. You've gotten to be somebody who is familiar with some kind of track. I don't know what that even means just now. You're familiar with a kind of track because the 10 of Pentacles comes out in your creativity and your intellect position. So then, have you been underwater? Have you been, that saying, what is that saying? Have you been living under a rock? Have you been living underwater? Have you been living underwater? How does that even work? Is this reading potentially going to be for somebody who has emotions to work through? Water, water, water. What is this energy? It's weird. It's like there's emotions, but then there's like stability with these emotions too. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. And that would mean maybe not so much water, not so much emotions. Maybe it's something's coming to you in the material world here. Maybe you're becoming something in the material world. You've become something in the material world. You've realized something. I know that I'm talking to intuitive people here. People who are trusting the signs, people who are moving with Spirit and allowing Spirit to do and balance and see, and yeah. I want to know what the last 12 cards are, which I'll leave upside down, read the internal 9, and then that's it. Spirit, come through, last cards for this spread today. Alright, so, sorry, I went into a bit of a trance with that. I'm seeing, like, I don't know, animals that might stand out to you for now. Frogs, whales, rabbits, fish, and then cockatoos. I don't know that you'll see a llama, and I don't know that you'll see a wolf, but 4 of Swords in the first position, with the Queen of Swords in the second on the outside. Wow. Here we go, the Star in the third position. Holy moly. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, sorry. Knight of Pentacles. Whew, Knight of Swords, 4 of Cups. No, if that's in the reverse. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. 9 of Cups. This reading feels weird. The experiences that are coming forward on the outside, there's lots of experiences that you can sort of interact with is coming up for this spread as well. Eight of Swords in the... oh my gosh. The Hermit on the floor. 8 of Swords, 5 of Cups, the Hermit. The Tower. Which is then the 6 of Wands at the end. This is a rebirth. This is a dark night of the soul. This is a birth. This is like a coming to self, coming to who? Coming to self. Woo! Okie dokie. So, the energy inside this reading, guys. Shall I have another look at chat real quick? Make sure everyone's being nice, treating each other well. Ooh. I think everything's okay. I don't know. I hope everyone's okay. So here we go. The very beginning of this reading, the very first card that came out is the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this is ambition. This is prosperity. This is opportunity. When this is at the core, this is the best place to put a seed for this reading. The aces in this spot give me a lot of sense of where this is going to go, how this is going to go. And I will note here and now that there is a bird of paradise there. So whatever this veiled thing that is occurring, whether it's occurring for you in a good way, in a negative way, I feel that it is going to move into something that you're desiring, because you're going to be shifting off the weight of the world with the two oracle cards that came out at the beginning. This seed that you've planted within your experience, within your reality, it's done something for you. It's given you an internal balance. It's given you an internal system to know when you need to deep dive, to know when you need to go through and dig deep, when you need to try harder, when you need to become who you've always been. And whales don't breach often. And that's where before when I was talking, I was like, there's this watery sense that, do you not come out for air? Like, what is it? And then this breaching moment is where, again, with this shrouded, it's like you don't see the full iceberg. Majority of the iceberg is underneath, which is what's keeping it balanced, which is what's keeping it stable. And so you've done something here. You've accessed something in the physical realm. You've given yourself permission to experience more fullness. It's like you've just released your attachment to it, because 10 Pentacles is talking all about prosperity, fulfillment, and good fortune. But it's like something within your experience now is changing. Something within your experience is moving towards the light, moving towards being expressed. Like, and it's going to be expressed passionately, and it's going to be expressed quite stably, like sturdily. This is the moon card here in the career and the wisdom position. So this card here, maybe this, with this card here revealing itself as well with the first card, the shrouded, like the, what was it? I keep forgetting because I've got it faced away. The veiled. It's giving me the energy of there is a secret potentially that you have not perceived. There is something that you're working through, something like an illusion. It's not a difficult thing. It's inside of your mind. It's like a mindset then. Something that's still mysterious to you. I don't know. It's a secret. It's a secret. It's a secret. But what's the secret? Because it's right next to it is the Page of Swords and the High Priestess. So it's not like the secret can be held from you for very long unless the shroud has been placed on your giftings. Interesting energy there. And it moves to the Page of Cups in your love and possessions position. So this is like you being a messenger for the world, especially because it's connected to, on the outside, the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. So in reverse with the Four of Cups there. So you are somebody who, at least with who this message is resonating for, you are somebody who brings clarity to the situations that you participate in and around, and you're able to just continue showing up as that, as yourself, because it doesn't cost anything to be yourself. Actually, it really costs you a lot to be somebody else. So I don't know if that's what you've ascertained with that energy there exactly, but it's something that everybody can arrive to, like needing to put on a show kind of thing. There's no need. Like, literally, there is going to be 8 billion people in the world eventually, and we're not for everyone. Like, so don't consume the best parts of yourself just to fit in, I guess. Because you've got Five Pentacle energy about you, within you, secured. Like, you've got everything to meet somebody else halfway quite easily. You've got this amount of energy, and this pentacle energy inside of the willpower and emotion. It's like you've got a lot of energy stored within you, within your experience, that you can lean on, that you can reach for, and that you can use to benefit you. And so if you're coming up against any situations on your outside that cause you to worry, that cause you to feel left out, or that even bring disappointment, you know that you can find yourself somewhere else. Much like YouTube and scrolling, like doom scrolling. It's like you really can just keep scrolling forever. You're probably going to hit a point eventually where you start going through the same videos, but you really can just scroll forever. And what's it going to do to you? What kind of programming are you putting into your system by just being willing to watch whatever appears on your feed? This is the interesting part about being ready to stand in that Five of Pentacles energy and do your own thing. Because ultimately, you know that you're not ever going to get tired of doing the thing that you want to do. And if you do get tired of it, you change. You move to something else. You don't stay where you don't belong anymore, is the energy that comes through, really. Because I see the Queen of Pentacles in the mirror or the reflection position, and this is telling me that you've done some work. Like, you're comfortable, you're stable, you're balanced, and now you're just doing it. You're just doing it. I'm actually going to have to apologize, but if you'd like to go to a chat room to do what you're doing, thanks. That's okay. But I also don't really want to see retracted messages. So no offense, but it's just a distracting little bit that's happening on my right hand side. So blessed be, and have a nice day. When you're sitting in the Queen of Pentacles energy, on the inside, it's a reflection, it's a mirror. You're sitting in energy that, especially if it's going to be reflected back to you, if you are going to be putting this energy outward, it's you offering comfort to your external reality. It's you being down to earth with your external reality and really sitting in everything that you've collected and your own personal abundance. That's where you begin to just thrive, is the word and the language that comes out there. You thrive. And you thrive because you're showing up in the world the way that you're being called to. You're not participating for the sake of making sure that every single person on the planet is secure within themselves to operate in places as expected. You know now, as someone who has gone through, and I don't know, I feel like I'm talking to people who become aware and understand that each and every one of us might have something to say. And so when we put it to work, and when we start to express ourselves in this way, when we start to have passions that bring us to the ability of working at the pace that we want and desire, then this is where we really start to have a different experience. You bringing your skill, you having your craftsmanship, you bringing your determination to the equation, whatever equation that is that you're bringing yourself to, you're doing it. You're doing the bit that is required, and yeah, the collective is going to see what's going on eventually, and you just have to keep doing what you're doing. You don't have to push it. You don't have to fight it. There's no urgency. There are enough people to watch, enough people on YouTube every single day. So if that's something that you want to do, go and do it. Literally. You don't have to sit here listening to me. And this is a big part of what led me to become here now, where I am in front of you. I started looking for content that I wanted to watch, I wanted to sit amongst, and there was content that didn't make me feel good. Didn't give me joy. It didn't give me happiness. It didn't give me a pep in my step. It didn't give me a good feeling. I didn't enjoy people trauma bonding inside of chat, so I removed myself from those group dynamics. I didn't allow my story to be something that I tight-roped people into once they were inside of my space. No, I know that trauma bonding is the most toxic way of getting people to interact with you, and it's really a way that keeps people hooked on your energy, the way that people are hooked to the news when they're like adrenaline addicted to stress, like cannot remove stress from their life, or they fall apart, literally, like the glandular fever type effect. Goodness. And I mean, this is why you've developed your wings. This is why you've picked up your boots and you've put them on, and you're starting to walk in the direction that is for you. You're not for everybody either, whoever this reading is for, because Cockatoo comes out next with the Page of Swords. And then this is another messenger. So we had the Page of Cups before, and then this is the Page of Swords. I feel like you're somebody who can deliver healing and also deliver messages with clarity, deliver messages of insight. I'm not sure. But however it is that you choose to use this energy that is within you, again, I don't know if I even mentioned it, but within these two cards, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's that energy of expression within those two cards, and it just feels like you've done everything that you can to make sure that you're as prepared as you can be for what's ahead. Because in your foundation, the High Priestess in reverse. The High Priestess. And for a foundation card, this is brilliant. Because what this is telling me is that you've connected to your divine feminine. You've connected to your intuition. You've connected with your spirituality, and you are very aware of your emotions. And having come from this seed place, it's like the way that you're growing now, it's like you're a vine and you're shooting off new arms and new tendrils form, and you're grabbing onto what's yours, and you're not grabbing onto what's not for you. You're just doing that whole, I don't know if you've ever slowed down a vine growing, but the tendrils like circle. I don't know why, but they circle. And yeah. But I feel that you've seen all of this coming. I feel that you've recognized all of this was ahead for you. I'm not sure. The way that it feels. Not sure. Hopefully. Hey, cat, how are you? Not welcoming that energy in here. Nope. And you've you've just blossomed. I don't know. It's the way when I'm looking at these cards, it's like I'm looking at a crab that's like emerging out of itself, like about to shed its skin because it's growing, and then it's going to have a period where it's got to solidify its exoskeleton. Need some water. Okay. Now we're on the outside of this clock. How are we for time? 41:51. Goodness. Do I have time? Let's do this. This is interesting. So, on the outside, in the first position, we've got the Four of Swords. This is the self, this is the identity position. Now, I feel like there's been a graduation, mostly because last night I started realizing that Group 7 was going to make its way all the way to YouTube as well, and then I was like, oh god, here we go. Let's start watching the trends roll in, and then all of the... Well, it's just going to happen. It's going to happen faster and faster and faster, and we're going to see all of the trends wash through from TikTok as they all compete for our attention, right? So these Four Swords, I don't know if you're somebody who is able to see the full picture. I don't know if you're somebody who's got the stability of these Four Swords, but I do see that this sloth here and the way that the sloths move, they don't really do anything without purpose because it takes them quite a long time to move. They know that when they move with intention, they're going to arrive at their destination anyway, and so they move at the pace that they move. They're not well, you actually can pick them up and help them across a road, for example, is the picture that's coming into my head. But if they don't want to stay on the other side of the road, then they'll cross the road again. And it's just that. It's even if you're perceiving something as moving slowly, especially at this beginning of this circle, ooh, just know that you've got everything that you need. You've got this, I don't know, this deep wealth within you to have the experience that you want to have with the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles here. You are moving into I don't know, maybe a sphere that requires just a higher level of knowledge, because 4 is more than a 3, and 3 is huge here for me on this channel. Like, and so 4 is just like, I don't know, it's this nice energy to start in. It's like a restful place to start as well with that sloth. But then it moves to the Queen of Swords. Now, we did have the Page of Swords on the inside, and so this appearing on the outside may be you, or it may be an experience that you have with somebody else. Queen of Swords energy is all about being objective, intelligence, communication. I see the flowers here mostly, and they're in bloom. Now here in Australia, in the Southern Hemisphere, it is spring. Spring has sprung. It is springtime, and so maybe that's why these swords are appearing here at the very beginning of this. It's like all of these ideas are emerging, all of these beautiful flowers are coming out from the ground, and everything's naturally starting to move along more and more and more, and a Queen of Swords is quite flexible, I would say. She can move if she needs to move, and that's nice. Queen of Swords, also very Libra energy here. Balanced. Again, balanced on the inside, balanced on the outside. Moving balanced through this experience. Then we get to the Star in the number 3 position. If you are what you say you are. Why does that song come out next? It's, are you coming to the tree that strung up a man? They say who murdered three. Damn, that's from the Hunger Games. That's when the revolution's about to start. Oh my gosh, the star. Okay. So this is like happiness, spirituality, hope, good fortune, faith, and when it's in the communication and the learning position, people are coming together is the energy that comes through with this. And the message that I was getting before I came live as well was like the collective caravan is moving, but people are coming together now. Nautical themes might mean something to you. You might be going on a boat cruise. Maybe jellyfish will be too. I don't know. Ocean fish, ocean birds, ocean fish. I think every fish comes from the ocean. No, not plain water, I want to say. And then the Page of Wands after the star. And then this is like the star and the moon, and the crossover is the Queen of Swords crosses through the Page of Swords again. So that's how you internalize the star experience. And then it expresses again as the Page of Wands. So you have a thought, you have clarity of thought. It's you looking for who to attach with, who's this caravan, who are these people, who's this tribe? Who are you looking for? Because that's the home, the roots. So you may be feeling more at home within your reality, within your experience. You may be feeling more as though you can do what you need to do. Oh, I need to write something here. Ooh. Just a good. Because I was supposed to do it on my phone, but there was a whole thing happening at the beginning. It was a little bit difficult to connect online, so yeah. Something was trying to block me from being here, so I decided to show up anyway. Never gonna give you up, never gonna hold you down, never gonna turn around, desert you. Oh, this is where we're at 5. I need to eat. Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles energy comes through with expansion, hard work, and steadfastness when this is in your creativity and pleasure position. You're doing the work. You're somebody who knows how to see maybe a niche inside of a... You know how to see a niche inside of a market. And you've got the intuitive skills to connect. You've got the intuitive skills to connect, to see this niche. And really build it. You're somebody who's a builder. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you're like maybe a community builder. Maybe you're somebody who connects communities. Maybe you're somebody who does work outside for volunteer purposes. I don't know. But the way that you show up at this part of the wheel, 6 cards in, is the Knight of Swords. This literally goes from the beginning of the reading. It's like Page of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, High Priestess, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles to then the Knight of Swords. So there is a lot of, and this is where it sort of gets interesting, because before the star, before you realize what you're going to be sharing with the world, communicating, or potentially you're on the other side of that, you're going to be learning something from the world. Whatever it is that you're connecting with, it requires you to be in a different position. So you set yourself in a different position away from the Queen position. You go through this star card, you learn what you need to learn, and then you reappear as a Knight of Swords. So this is a lot more movement than before the Queen of Swords could do. And when it's a Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, with all of the cards that have come before, it's like you're connecting now with the reality that is meant for you. You have maybe been somebody who was outside of the full experience as it was supposed to be had by you. And now that you're sitting inside of this Knight Swords energy, it's like you're swooping in for what's yours. It's like that, not return to sender. What is it? It's like, I call back my power. Everything that was taken from me without my permission, without my awareness, I call it back here and now. Everything that was replaced, everything that was given to me to replace and take what was not rightfully given is now returned back to wherever it came from. It's that energy. It's you realizing who you are, why you came here, remembering who you are, really, why you came here. In the 7th position, once we go through all of these courts, goodness gracious, there's no more court cards in the rest of the reading, good. Now, this may be other people's energy. It may be people that are playing in your energy. I'm not sure. I'm not going to try and make it fit for you. You should use your discernment to see if this message is for you. If you've gotten to this point in the reading, more than likely, sure, it's for you, but you've still got to use your own discernment. There's no way for me to say exactly the right thing that you've asked for, prayed for, believed for. You have to allow spirit to confirm things. And I'm getting so many confirmation burps, it's ridiculous. Because in your 7, your relationships, your contracts, you're about to receive clarity. I don't know if you've maybe asked someone out recently. There's going to be an acceptance. I don't know what this is. And maybe it is more business. I'm not sure, because it could be new ambitions as well. It's the energy of... So this is an orderless, and the shell usually is prized among divers because they are so beautiful, especially if you can find one that doesn't have much ocean damage. It's also this, like, I'm ready to move away from what has been holding me back, and maybe even you have been holding yourself back from moving forward into everything that life has been trying to offer you. I'm feeling like there's a relationship that you've been wanting. I don't know. And this may be as well something that you don't see coming. There may be a twin flame. There may be, because of that first card, it appears in my head. It's like, where was the seed planted? Because the seed is growing. It's growing and it's growing and it's growing and it's vining through and it's reaching to heaven. Like the beanstalk. James and the beanstalk? No. James and the giant peach? No. I don't know just now, but the beanstalk. Anyway, I've already read that card. The reason that that's a little bit confusing and why it was a little bit hard to process through that is because I do see that the High Priestess is something that's connected to this experience. And so if it's something that you don't see coming, then it's something that you've either been manifesting without your awareness, or you've been blocking the full manifestation, which maybe that's what's unlocking here now for you in this moment, where that brings the clarity for you to go out and find exactly what you're looking for. Go out and take what is yours. I don't know. It's beautiful, beautiful, weird energy with that 7 crossover. And then maybe that's why Group 7 appeared finally on YouTube today, I feel like. Maybe that's only supposed to make sense to the Group 7th. I don't know. I digress. In the 8th position, the transformation, the sex. 8 of Cups. This is letting go. This is abandonment. This is cutting losses. So, Four of Cups, 8 of Cups, 4 Cups reversed, 8 of Cups reversed, 4 Cups reversed, 8 Cups reversed. This is definitely interesting energy here. No, 4 of Cups and 9 of Cups. I read the wrong card. The 9 of Cups is actually good luck, happiness, and abundance. Not the walking away that I thought it was. That's like, what is going on? You get this clarity in a relationship, or you get clear on who you want to do relationships with. And then you sit in this wisdom, you sit in this higher knowledge that comes through. It's almost like it comes through when you're ready to slow down. So you need to give yourself the opportunity to actually integrate the previous 8 Cups message, and you need to be able to know that once you're at this 9, there's only one step left. And now I don't know if you are one step away from transformation, or if you are literally on the verge of healing something that is generational for your family. Look, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Let it go. It's okay. It's okay. Holy dooly. Because it's such a good feeling though. It's like such a good transformation that you're waiting to happen. It's like the release it's like the longest exhale. Like, like really relaxing and letting your breath go. Like, this low rumble. Like a carnal rumble. Like, I don't know. Yeah, like like letting yourself be ready, and like having that fieriness of the 9. Like, I am ready to ascend. I'm ready to complete this. I am ready to complete this and find what's next. I don't know how many people are going to disappear after this one, but yeah. Oh, the reflection is the 8 of Swords. Now, normally, 8 of Swords, very much horrible energy, denial, helplessness, feeling stuck. And then when this is in the belief and the expansion, if this is what you are about to feel or what you're about to walk into, just remember, this is your opportunity. This is your experience. So you can use those swords. You can use those ideas. You can communicate what you need to communicate when you need it, as soon as you need it, so that you don't feel stuck, so that you don't feel like you're not going anywhere, so that you actually start putting these swords to use, because they're useful. And once you get to 10, you'll realize that. But at this 8 point, in order not to get stuck, you've really got to go back to this internal Queen of Pentacles experience and know, what was it that was bringing me joy? What was it that was bringing me fulfillment? What was it that was actually anchoring me into my full experience, giving me permission to just be who I am? What is it that I need to tap into? What is it that I need to slow down? What is it that I need to, where do I need to speed up? The energy here is very like infinite loop kind of energy. So you being aware of where you actually sowed seeds and going back and making sure that everything's happening organically. Like you're not God. You don't want to be God. You are somebody who just knows that there are forces of good and evil working in this world, and sometimes we need to redirect. We need to find what our soul purpose is. What is the message coming through for our soul, and slow down enough so that we can step into that eternity fully with a light heart, might be relevant for you. But even it's just once you have this knowledge, I just feel like this turns all so good. Like, I mean, after the next card, because you slow down, you get this. G'day, Lottie. You slow down, you get this insight, you get this revelation, you get this. It's the Five of Cups, sorry. This is loss, this is sadness, this is disappointment. This is in the career, the reputation. So I don't know, this is a painful card to experience inside of your career reputation. If you've had an experience where you've had a pie thrown at your face, not happily, like you know when you go to the circus and you get a little bit of debris on your clothes from an event that you wanted to attend to? That's fun, that's inclusive, that's a part of the experience, surely. There's no need to descend into banter, there's no need to descend into bullying, there's no need to descend into anything. The full experience happens at full when everyone arrives knowing what they want for themselves. It's when people arrive not knowing who they are, what they stand for, who they could become, who they've been in the past. It's when these people sit in that energy, that's when the Five of Cups comes out. That's when you do feel like, oh, the vibe got sad, or oh no, what happened? There was a loss there. And when you go through this experience, and if it is in your career, sorry, but just keep going. Like, trust that your reputation is going to do what your reputation does. Like, and I hear Taylor Swift, big reputation. Oh. But if this is something that you've invested a long time, like I just heard the word tenure. If you've had tenure and you've been made redundant or something like this, just know that maybe that was the universe's source's way of making sure that you're at what is coming for you next at the right time. Because don't forget, at the very beginning of this reading, it is shrouded. The reading is not shrouded, but it's like there are things that could go one way or another if you're not paying attention to the signs that are presenting themselves for you to experience. I won't put some dragon's blood on. I just noticed my incense went out. Dragon's blood. How you doing? How you feeling? Sorry. If you're connecting with this recently, please jump back to the start. I should have put that pinned comment down. I know that how organized is important, and I know that it can be frustrating when you just don't get things happening the way that you want. So kudos to everybody that's trying, and I don't know, get back anybody that's blocking people from trying, because that's really a sad experience. Ah. This Five of Cups, I don't know. Last thing I'll say is just know that water breaks stone over time, and even with the technology that we're creating and that we've got here today, it's only going to get better and better. So if you're experiencing a Five Cups in your workplace kind of dynamic, I apologize. Well, I don't apologize. I send my condolences. I hope that you find exactly what is for you. I hope that the replacement is already organized for you. I hope that you can achieve it quicker, sooner rather than later. But I do see that if that was the case for you there, it's going to take you into an experience of the Hermit. It's going to lead you to a moment where you actually do engage with the Hermit experience. And that is the card for the year, the Hermit. This is your community. This is your vision. Maybe this will lead you to you actually doing some shadow work and looking deep inside and trying to find out what sustains you, what pulls you forward, where do you have to submit energy in order to pass, what is the experience. And so you're just moving in the ways that make you feel happy. You're just moving towards this light that's always been within you, and sometimes the universe has to play tricks on you, and it has to send you on a mission and show you who, where, when, what, why, and sometimes we don't need to do that. I feel like that's a very Group 7 thing to do as well. Like, we need to know all of the details, and so sometimes releasing to the details is the easiest way to live, especially because the Tower comes out last in the 12th position. The Tower is all about subconscious and surrender. This card here, most people probably don't like it, but I do. Especially at 12th position, this means that the cycle is broken for me. The cycle's broken in a way that means that the moving forward is going to happen organically. It's going to happen in a way that gives everybody permission to be who they are, as they are, without needing to hide anything, without needing to shy away, without needing to augment their behavior in any way for anyone. This is the Tower that I see here. You're going to show up as who you are. You're going to show up as this scorpion fish. And those people, those predators that come towards you and try to take your soul's purpose, your mission here, God bless them. And you bless them too. I think you've got a good understanding now that what energy you put out comes back to you. And yeah, it might not come back to you today, but are you planning on having children? What do you think is going to happen to your children in their lifetime for all of the things that you have done in yours? These are consequences that sometimes people don't perceive. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time to arrive at, why am I going through this? Why am I going through this? Well, why did you create that life for yourself? Why did you make those choices? Why did you hurt those people? Why did you choose to cause harm? Not you, collective. You, collective, have been, if anything, an example. You've been a light. You've allowed people to show up as they are. You've been who you are the whole time. You haven't even shrunken away when you could have. You may have been going through serious situations that might have felt like an upheaval, like a ruinous moment and a ruinous experience. But you made it through. You always make it through. Chaos doesn't hurt you. If anything, it feeds you. And you're moving forward at your own pace. Nobody knows what metrics you're using to progress forward. Nobody knows what your goals are. What are you trying to achieve? Nobody knows what is going on inside of your experience. Going back to the very first card, which was the page, the Ace of Pentacles. Nobody sees the seed that has finally been returned to you by Source Creator Consciousness. And they've given this seed to you, and it is growing. And by the time this seed reaches full maturity, it's going to look like a tower, and it's going to zap like lightning. And it's just by you being who you are. With the 6 of Wands coming out at the end. It's your victory. It's your success. It's your accomplishment. Nobody can take this away from you. There is no other version of you on this planet. Sure, maybe there's doppelgangers, maybe there's copycats, maybe there's this, maybe there's that. I don't know. But for you, the person that this reading is resonating with, there's victory afoot. You're so close, you don't even know. And so, at the end of this reading, I read through that really quickly because I need to go to the bathroom. And I will go to the bathroom, actually. Oh. The energy in this reading is huge. There is so much for you to take hold of within your own experience when you're ready, when you want to, when it's right, like the right steps will appear for you at the right time, and you will just continue to be who you are. There is nothing stopping you from being everything that you are, except you. So when you're ready to embody that peacock energy, I know the boys are the pretty ones in this, but the girls still have pretty feathers too. be this peacock in your life. Because as long as you're not doing it in an attempt to hurt anybody, as long as you're doing it in your truth, things will just occur for you. Things will just happen for you. Doors will open for you. And the right doors will open for you, because you don't want to walk through a wrong door. You don't want to sit at someone's table who doesn't want you there. You don't want to go into someone's life if you're not resonating with each other. There's a reason that there's like 12 tribes even in the Bible. It's coexistence is hard. And so you create 12 tribes, different aspects, and I don't know, I don't want to give any disrespect to the Abrahamic faith. But they were all different. They all were sort of segregated by their trades and by resources. And the 11th tribe was the tribe of the priests, and the 12th tribe was the sick, the abandoned, the destitute, the prostitutes, the tax collectors. Like it was all the people that were not wanted. And so for me, when I was creating this spread, even just to sort of close off this reading, I foresaw that I knew that there was something to do with 12, and it's currently set at the ascension, like your ascended path, but ultimately I have the ability to flex it and change it into whatever I want from here, knowing that I've been able to maintain and speak on 22 cards for a while. And I do. There's a big part of me that my friend Elizabeth actually recommended that I go and check out the Lenormand, but I haven't done it. This is just the weirdest thing, and the people, again, from the Group 7 thing, maybe they're just, maybe even people who are neurodivergent, I don't know. We're just connecting in ways that are so much more powerful than before and so much more impactful than before. We're connecting with all of the right people. We're connecting at the right time. We're doing everything when we're called to do it, so that then it does what it's supposed to do. Source unfolds as Source is supposed to unfold. We don't pressure it. We don't try to pretend who or what we are. We just come as we are, and we be that. And by us doing that, we get to keep living in this experience together harmoniously and happily. And then secrets are just a thing of the past, because truly, 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 no one will be in competition. Everybody can win. Especially when we don't know what a win looks like to anybody else. Like, I mean, there's a full spectrum of people in the world right now. Like, with all of the bombings that have been happening across the Middle East, like, different people's success looks different. And that's awesome that people who do wake up with the energy to feed that back into the collective mill, it's awesome. We should come around it. We should get around it. We should try and help each other keep pouring into the world in positivity, because ultimately there's so much pain in the world that can already be tapped into. And I don't need cards to tap into that pain. I can just go to the supermarket and pick up bread and milk, and I can see the pain. I can see someone sitting out the front with a cup begging for coins. I could see a child putting something in their pocket because they either can't afford it or they just want it. Like, this world is changing, and the more energy that we put towards coming together as a collective of people who are interested in seeing everybody win at the same time. Nobody needs to win staggered. Nobody needs to wait till an investment comes about. No, I just think that there's no reason for us to be in competition with each other, and there's no reason for us to even hold anything against anybody else, because everybody, absolutely everybody, is on their own personal journey, going through their own set of unique circumstances within their experience. And what are you going to get in the way for? There's no reason to get in the way. Not really. Like, the energy that you put into getting in the way, you could put into your own personal dreams and ambitions. And then that's the scary bit. Like, is that the revealing moment? Is that the revealing light showing? Are these beings just dreamless beings? Ooh. I don't want to be a dreamless being. I want to be a dreamer. I want to be this page of cups. I want to experience this star energy. Like, I want to go through whatever is mine to go through. And I don't want anybody to suffer through their experience. So I'll show up in the way that I show up and try and offer some light whenever I can, because I'm just human. I'm just trying to do my best, trying to show up and give a little bit of light when I can. So yeah, that's it. That's the reading. I feel like I need to go lie down. Yeah. If anybody who's on just now wants a quick reading, let me know. But otherwise, that was a really beautiful message. That was a really difficult message. But it's a message that is, I don't know, it's very close to a pulse. And there's a lot. There's a lot that can happen in the halfway point, is how I feel about it. There's something about to happen in the halfway point. Like, if there was drought before, there's going to be enough. If there was scarcity, there's going to be abundance. Like, something's happening at the halfway point. But yeah, anyway. Anybody want a reading? Last time I will say thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for coming along. I have had an absolute ball reading today. I've been waiting for my painkillers to kick in for my bottom. My father and my grandmother on my dad's side. I don't know. But I'm gonna go. I don't know. Sorry. I'm gonna go. You should find out with a forensic investigator who does IT with that question. But yeah. Catch you all on the next one. Bye.